Quran is the only authentic divine book on earth, only revealed book which remain intact, you know, with regard to the content, to the letters, to everything which remain intact the way it was revealed until today. That's the only whole Quran on earth. And also is the custodian of Islam as a religion, as a civilization, and as a way of life. Is the custodian of Muslims' beliefs and their values. Al-Quran al-Karim is the custodian of the past revelations, past prophets and past divine missions, beginning with Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So everything that has happened before and everything that happened during the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is being captured by the whole Quran. So the whole Quran is everything. It's the constitution. In fact, sometimes the people describe it as the constitution of Islam, but this description is not precise because it's more than a constitution. So being everything for Muslims, and this is the night during which the whole Quran was revealed, therefore this night becomes very significant, very, very important. And secondly, this event is a timeless event though. Although Al-Quran says خير من ألف شهر, and this the terminology alf or better than 1,000 night, the terminology 1,000 need to be understood indefinitely. It's not time bound. This was the moment during which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's own light, power of his light, dispelled the power of ignorance, power of jahiliyyah, dispelled the power of ignorance and power of injustice, you know, from the face of this earth. So that is why the terminology 1,000 should be understood indefinite. It could be, if you are able to catch one moment of this enlightenment, it could be more than thousands and thousands and thousands of nights. And the blessings cannot be expressed in simple terms.
Okay. Now, Doctor, what kind of worships should one undertake? Invocations, supplications, to get the reward of this night?
Well, you know, Ramadan is a very hectic period. And like I always say, in addition to fasting daily, fasting every day from dawn to dusk, in addition to the, you know, because this is what defines Ramadan. Ramadan as a moment, as a season of worship, what defines it is the act of fasting. In addition to what makes it what it is, that is fasting, any other good deed that one is able to do is recommended. The citation of the Holy Quran, you understand, reaching out the poor and the needy, and those of them that can make it easy and possible for the families to have a very, very, very pleasing and enjoyable meal, iftar meal, is also recommended, like what the President of the Republic is doing. So in other words,
the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Esitunjai Sedi, has challenged the private sector to invest in the hugely lucrative agricultural sector. Dr. Njai Sedi was speaking after receiving a donation of $500,000 from the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Modu Jallo reports the money is meant for victims of the food crisis that hit the country last year.
Officials and members of the Board of Directors of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry were at State House this afternoon to make a presentation of $500,000 to the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs as contribution to help victims of the food crisis that hit farming communities last season. The money is proceeds of a dinner held this year to raise funds for affected communities. Matar Drame, who led the officials to State House, said the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry has always supported government in its endeavor and felt obliged to respond in this crucial period as thousands of people risk facing severe food shortages. The Minister of Agriculture, Solomon Owens, reaffirmed government's commitment to the private sector as a partner in development, hailing their contribution as substantial and timely. And again, Minister of Forestry and Environment praised the public-private partnership, which he described as important. She challenged the private sector to get involved in reducing climate change, which has greatly impacted on food security. The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Her Excellency Dr. Esitunjai Sedi, described the donation as substantial, as it will positively impact on farmers by enhancing their resilience. Government, she said, has distributed a lot of assistance, but more needs to be done to help the affected communities. The Vice President described the private sector as indispensable in the development process, urging them to invest in the agricultural sector where opportunities are abound. Any substantial investment in agriculture and agro-industries, the Vice President said, will significantly boost production, generate employment, and increase incomes. In a related development, one Peter Bono Johnson also made a personal contribution of $5,000 to victims of the food crisis. Modu Jallo, GRTS.
Meanwhile, Vice President Dr. Esitunjai Sedi today received a delegation from the ECOWAS Commission. The officials were at State House to discuss plans to include the Gambia into the West Africa Power Pool project. Modu Jallo again.
A delegation from the ECOWAS Commission also met Dr. Njai Sedi at State House. According to Ibrahim Njai, the ECOWAS Commissioner for Infrastructure, they were at State House to brief the Vice President on some of the developments ongoing in the energy sector in the sub-region.
The objective of this project is to stabilize the energy sector in the country, and after stabilizing the energy sector also we have another project which will elevate the energy sector also in the country. So this is why we are here. We are on an appraisal mission for the project, and hopefully it will come to effect inshallah by December. So this is one of our missions.
Amadou Jallo, the Secretary General of the West Africa Power Pool, said plans are now at an advanced stage to connect the Gambia and Senegal.
This project is part of our master plan. We have a master plan for the 14 countries of ECOWAS. The master plan includes development of power generation, power transmission, power distribution, good governance, and also creating a West African power markets.
As a specialized institution of the ECOWAS Commission, the West African Power Pool is working to connect all the 14 countries of the West Africa sub-region.
This project will help for the first stage the Gambia to get cheaper energy, very affordable. But the more important thing here is that the energy from import from Senegal will be very, very affordable and permanent for the need of the Gambia. And if you get Gambia connected, you are easily getting Guinea-Bissau, for example, connected, because when you connect Gambia to Senegal, you are going to go beyond the Gambia. You are going to go on the south region of Senegal.
For the National Water and Electricity Company, such a project will greatly improve the energy sector in the Gambia.
This project will do is to impact on one of our most costly and difficult area of operation. Between 70 to 75% of NAVEC's operational cost is fuel related. Now, if government gets support through ECOWAS by way of a grant, it will in no small measure impact on the overall operations of the company.
The project will also serve as what Sanyang called a catalyst and a springboard to the stabilization of NAVEC.
We believe from this level we will also be able to benefit a lot into the integration processes of integrating the utilities without addressing our distribution system and reducing the leakages and losses here and there. The benefits of integration will be a far-fetched dream, and so this is why government, in particular His Excellency the President, who is also the Energy Minister, has stood by us in this venture.
For a power company that is grappling with numerous challenges, such a project by the sub-regional organization will enable the national utility NAVEC overcome its problems and potentially enable it to export power to other countries of the ECOWAS sub-region. Mamadou Jallo, GRTS.
You can monitor GRTS radio live on our website at www.grts.gem. From there we take our first break. We'll be right back.
This is the month of goodness. This is the month of giving. This is the month we reflect upon our lives and spell the name of Allah to fill our souls with faith and love with every step we take, with every smile. We are a nation with a bright future that we walk towards. Hand in hand, as one. We are Africa. Ramadan Mubarak.